Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the show. Now, listen, this is going to be kind of a selfish show. And when I mean that, because the next person I'm talking to, the questions I'm going to be asking is really for me. But I'm going to do an interview anyways, because I don't know about you, but since everything's been happening, my company's been growing, moving and shaking. I need an assistant. But where can I get an assistant? How about a VR, a virtual assistant, VA, to help you do what you got to do? A virtual assistant. Now, where can we find one? Well, hey, I can help you out with that for my next guest. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. We're going to have some fun today. Here we go. So without further ado, if you're like me and you need help in your business, somebody you can just call, email, an assistant. Assistant is great when, you're getting to that next level in your work and you need help. But how do we find one? Where do we look? Where to go? So here is my next guest. I'm so happy that you could be on the show. And if you heard in the beginning, this show is kind of selfish. This is really for me. I'm going to be asking you questions to help me out because I think what you're doing is great. I think more people need an assistant.
Absolutely. I do agree with you.
All right. So please introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Lamina Methuselah, and I'm the CEO founder of Global Assist, which is a virtual assistant firm. And like you rightly said, we are providing virtual assistant services to business like yourself and companies located in Canada, US, any part of the world. So we are helping them, coming in front, telling them if you're looking for assistance in any way, be it like acting as your right hand, or assisting you on appointment setting, email setting, social media. We can help you.
All right. So let's backtrack. Born and raised, where are you from? And how did you get started in this?
Okay, so I am from India, and although I have been providing virtual assistant services from past 13 years back in India as well. So in 2019, I came in Canada, starting my own venture. So yes, if I talk about my own experience, yes, I've been providing these outsourcing services from past 10 years maybe, and so it's been 3.5 years here in Canada doing the same kind of business.
So why did you get into this? What was about this that intrigued you that says, I think this is something I need to get into?
Right. So it's not just only about the virtual assistants. We have been into providing recruitment. So it all started with recruitment and staffing.
Okay.
And when we got to know that there is a great requirement wherein the companies in US and Canada and multiple other countries as well, they have the right requirement, but they don't want to invest a lot. So then we thought of making a blend of providing the resources with the right kind of experience. Like when we talk to our clients, we understand their requirements, whether they're looking for any kind of a VA or a recruiter. They have the requirement, but they also have constrained budget in mind. So then we know that we have talent in India and Philippines. So basically we provide resources from these two countries at this point. And we know that we have the right communication, we have the right talent. Why can't we create something which blend both the purposes, wherein we're giving the guarantee to the clients that we are based here, we're locally present, and then we're providing you resources. We also have our offices in India and Philippines, and so we are telling them that everything is under control. We hire right talent, and what we want to do is within the right budget, we provide you the kind of talent that you're looking for. And then of course the client do have the flexibility of interviewing the candidate, look for the person that they wanting to try out the services, and then it's on them if they want to continue the services or not. So it's a complete flexibility.
All right. So right off the bat, who should use your service?
Well, any organization, like When I started the recruitment services, it was typically for the staffing industry.
Mhm.
But when we expanded a little bit more, I think virtual assistant is required. It can be needed by any organization. Any company would want to have their social media manager maintaining their pages, maintaining Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They want to increase the likings, the views. So there has to be one person maintaining, managing all of that. Then at any other industry, real estate, for example, they would want they're always busy on the road. They want to make more money, they want to make business, but there has to be somebody managing at the back. So somebody who can handle their calls, patching the client, making appointments, handling the emails. The real estate company has to have someone to take care of all of that. So I would say any mid-size or small industry can have a virtual assistant.
So then here, everybody always says, yeah, virtual assistants are nice, but how can you trust them? How can you, figure out if they're going to be trusted? Like for social media, you do have to give them your account.
Right.
So when you give them your account, you're trusting that person to do the proper thing and not, put stuff in there. Or how do you feel comfortable? Is there safety measures?
Right. So before we start with anything, you have a meeting with a person who's the actual person. If the salesperson is, starting the conversation, and if the person is talking about a VA who will be doing the stuff, we connect with the VA directly. And then when you talk about sharing the credentials, there is this beautiful feature in Facebook that you don't really have to share your main credentials. You can make this particular person as your admin, to not the super admin who can change everything, do everything, but just a normal person who can do the editing stuff, putting post, making some edits,
Right.
doing other activities. So yeah, I mean, you don't really have to share your own passwords and stuff, but just create this make this person as an admin to manage your stuff.
Okay, so then you find it out, you break it down. So how does it work? Do we send you an email? Do we tell you what exactly we're looking for? And then you take the information that we give you to find the best fit for us.
Exactly. That's how it works. We have a detailed conversation. We understand about your business, what's the requirement, and then we streamline the complete process. There can be a possibility that, you might be looking for two, three tasks at the same time. You want somebody to manage your phone calls, emails, and then you also want somebody to do the social media. So we have people, and we have trained them in such a manner that they can handle one person can handle two or three tasks, which is a different position and different skill set altogether. So that's another a USP of this company, that we have trained people with two or three skills together. So coming back to the question, of course, yes, we understand your expectation, and then we provide you the resources. We share their profiles, you have a look. We make sure that we give you a couple of candidates, so you speak to a couple of people and then make your decision of whosoever is the best. And if we definitely want to take your business, so we also provide you a couple of days trial. So you take the trial for a couple of days, and then we collect the feedback, and then we move forward if you're confident enough.
So then is my assistant mine or am I sharing my assistant? How does it work? Do I get my own? Do I get my own? Like that's mine. That's my own. Don't touch. Or am I
Yes.
sharing it with somebody else?
Well, no, technically you're not sharing your assistant with somebody else. There are two aspects, or there are two plans that we offer. Sometimes you don't have a full-time need. Now when we provide you somebody, this person is available for full-time, like 5 hours, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, full-time. But what if you don't have a need, and we have given you this person? So we just want to be fair with you. We want to charge you on a part-time basis, and then in that case, let's say for an example, if first 4 hours or 5 hours you would like to work with this VA, and we also want to utilize the other 4 hours of this person, so we will allot him another project to work on. However, if you have a requirement, if you want to align with this particular VA for a complete 8 hours a day, absolutely no problem at all. And then she will be occupied with your tasks.
Okay, so what's the maximum hours and the minimum hours that we can have?
4 hours a day is a minimum, and the maximum is 8 hours a day, which is an ideal shift, 9 to 6 or 8 to 5.
Okay, so can you give us a list of what um, top skills do they have?
Um, Cold calling, email management, appointment setting, calendar management, social media. When we say social media, of course, digital marketing is a vast aspect altogether.
Hmm.
So we squeeze a little bit, make it a little specific. If you're just looking for a generic social media, which will include creating posts, creating advertisements for you, connecting with different groups, increasing the likes and engagement. These are the kind of 2 3 things that we are focusing on when we talk about social media services.
Okay, so then they have multiple skills. Now, is there something that they don't do that we can ask that they can get trained on, or do we have to train them ourselves?
No, so these are the some basic things that the people that we have in our company are trained on. Every company have got different softwares and CRMs that they use, depending on the business that they have. For
Right.
example, if I talk about real estate companies, they've got plenty of CRMs that they use.
Yeah.
So if at all you want this particular VA to do some kind of data management or do some kind of entries, and it's a new CRM which is similar to others, so the VA will be transparent enough to tell you that, I've worked on XYZ software. If you can give me a little training, or maybe I can just view some videos, and I'll be good to go. So yeah, a training on how you exactly operate, but not the major training.
Okay. So we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, I'm going to dive into now how do we contact the person? How do we pay the person? Is it one on one? Do we contact in the morning, even afternoon? What's the time shift? All of that once we come back. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned.
Immigrant Women in Business (IWB) is a non-profit organization bringing together women from over 50 different countries around the globe. These women have now made Canada their home and share a common goal of providing value to their new sisters. Our motto of "We are stronger together" resonates with all members, and with a diverse membership of business leaders, entrepreneurs and community builders, our goal is to make Canada better and provide guidance and leadership to those that follow.
Yes, we are back live, and I want to just get straight back into it because I got a lot of questions. I'm looking for an assistant as well. I want to know how it works. So again, before we went to break, I asked you, how do we contact them? The time difference is all over the place for different locations. How
Right.
does it work?
Well, so since 90% of our clients are from US and Canada, so we're definitely following the same timing. So timing will not be an issue at all. So as per whatever time zone you want them to follow, whether that's Eastern, Pacific, Mountain, they'll be following the same time, which will be decided at the start of the contract. And so this person will be dedicatedly working for you, so you can contact them any point of time. You will have their direct contact number. If you want to set up email system, or maybe some chat system like Skype, Hangout, uh, Yahoo Messenger, whatsoever, you can contact this person. So technically, this the only concept is this person is sitting virtually, but he will be acting as your own employee.
Okay, so time change depending on us. You said
That's
contract. How does the contract work? Is it
right.
a guaranteed amount of time, year? How does the contract work?
It's a general service agreement that I was mentioning about, and there is no lock-in period. It goes month on month basis. Whenever you feel you want to discontinue the services, just give us a notification 15 days prior that you would want to put a hold on the services whatsoever. So we will just hold the service. And if you want to come back and you want to choose the same VA that who was working with you, we'll
Mhm.
try and make sure that if she's available, then we'll give you the same one, or if not, then another one. So it's a plug in plug out option that we give you.
All right. Now, my main thing is, we've used all these other services online. How does payment work?
Mhm. It's very simple. We accept credit cards, PayPal, wire transfer. So yeah, payments are not an issue. And when I say it's a month to month, we send you a monthly invoice, or if you want to set up a bi-weekly, like a 15 days invoice, we can send you an invoice first. You get the service, take the invoice, and then you pay us. There are
Okay.
no prepaid things going on.
Okay. So here's your website.
Yep.
Here's some of the services that you offer. So then, speaking of payment, how does payment work? Is it Canadian funds, American? Is it what? How we paying?
American, American and Canadian both, whichever way you prefer.
Okay. And then how does the service work? Is it hourly or by project?
So yes, that's what the thing is. If it also depends upon the kind of service we are opting for. If it's a particular project that we are concentrating, then it's a project cost. Like for example, creating a website development is a particular project. But if you want somebody to be aligned with you on a daily basis, that is something that would be calculated as per the hours. So we have created packages for it. And but then if you have an ad hoc requirement, like if you want this person sometimes on for 2 hours a day, or sometimes 3 hours a day, you're not too sure about it, then we decide on an hourly rate.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go full screen here so everybody can see the website. There's some more information there. You can type in frequent asked questions. These are the questions that I've been asking, but there's a lot more here. Okay, where will my virtual assistant be located? Depending on what location you choose, I assume.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just signed up. What can I expect next? What do after we sign up? What's next? We talked about it. You're going to put a couple of people in front of us to find out what is the best fit,
Yes.
and then we move forward. Does the hours roll over? That's a good question. So if it's 40 hours a week and then something we cut off, does it roll over into the following week, or how does it work?
Exactly. So, like I said, that you take the service first and then you pay us. So, generally, the concept of rollover does not exist, because you get a prorated invoice. The hours or the work that has been done will automatically get adjusted, and then you receive the invoice. However, if anything changes, then definitely the hours get rollover.
Okay, and then the great question here: some companies work on weekends. Does your VA or a virtual assistant work on holidays and weekends?
So technically is Monday to Friday. That's what we discuss. However, if there is any particular scenario you want the person to work on Saturday as well, that's the max that we go. Which again we discussed right in the beginning, so that we can make sure that when we are aligning somebody, all the terms and conditions are cleared, and then we've also prepared this particular person that you're also working on Saturdays. So yeah, so we discuss everything in the beginning.
Okay, and then my last question, because this is a great question as well. You guys do outbound calls, but can you receive calls?
Yes. So we use Google Voice numbers. Those are the dedicated numbers that's been given to the VAs. We also use Vonage. That's another phone line, and other soft phones. So there's this facility of putting a forwarding. So if you have a particular number that rings a lot, and you want your VA to attend those calls, you can simply put this number onto the forwarding, and then she would be able to receive the calls.
Oh, okay. All right, we're going to take one more break. We'll be right back. Here we go. CMJ Entertainment is a one-stop shop. CMJ Entertainment helps people do any type of events, and it's a marketing tool as well. So we'll cover everything from start to finish. If it's a wedding, we'll make sure your wedding is over the top. And if it's an event, we make sure that everybody gets information at the end of the day. Give us a call at 416-414-8964 or online, go to cmjent.com. All right, we're back live, and then we're going to have a fun game right now. We're going to do rapid fire just to get to know you a little bit more. So all you got to do is pick a letter A, B, C, or D,
Okay.
and then just going to rapid fire questions at you. And then whatever comes to your mind, you just spit it out. And you have like 20 seconds to explain your answer. You ready?
Okay.
All right, so give us A, B, C, or D.
C.
C. All right, here we go. What is the success level of your company?
We started with 2 employees, and now it's reaching to 35, and we're still growing, hiring more people. So yeah, that's the success level.
Perfect. Sunshine or rain shine?
Sunshine.
All right. What is your favorite color?
Red.
What is your favorite chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
What is your favorite food?
Indian food.
What's your favorite dessert?
um Ice cream.
Ice cream. What did you notice about yourself as the company grows?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
What have you noticed about yourself as the company grows?
um well, a lot of confidence to handle things on my own, to leading the whole team, and when everybody is looking up to me. So that's a lot of changes that I've seen in myself to
All
handle
right.
everything.
What is the best compliment you ever gotten about your company?
Oh, best compliment is on me, like the way that I've been from a director, like working with somebody in partnership, and then creating my own baby, and then leading the whole show. That's the compliment that I've got.
What advice have you given one of your employees when they got started?
Trust, team management, collaboration, working in peace. These are the few tips that I've given to my people.
All right, and this is the hardest question of them all. What's your favorite TV show?
The Charles Matthews Show.
There you go. See, I love it. There you go. See, thank you so much for playing, just to get you to know a little better. And you notice, look, she's fun, she's interesting. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call. All right, you can give them a call at 438 408 6799. And yes, the number is correct on the screen. If you're wondering, because where are you calling in from?
Montreal.
There you go. So that's why the area code, it looks like that. I did not make a mistake, everybody. That's the area code. All right. So 438 40 86 799. Give her a call if you're interested, or you can just send her an email and say, listen, I saw you on the show and I want some more information. I want to know how we can get assistant. This is a couple of projects I have to do, and I want to use your company because, hey, make life easier. I realize that I'm running around doing too many things. Sometimes when you're growing, you need an assistant, and that's what I'm here for. I'm looking for myself as well. Someone that you could just call and say, hey, do me a favor. Can you do A, B, and C to take some of the load off so you can make your company grow? If you're at a certain level in your company, you need to get to that next level. How? You got to trust somebody. You got to start, letting the reins go. Have someone do some of the projects. You're going to spend now, but guaranteed you're going to grow later. So that's what you need to do. So this is a phenomenal idea. All right. So before we let you go, does anybody want to shout out to or say hi to?
Me?
Yes, go ahead.
Well, I just want to thank all my team members and my family members who have always supported me. So I'm just hoping that lot more things is to come, and it's a great start.
Yes, that is. It's a great start. All right. We're going to take one more break. We'll be right back.
Thanks, Charles. I'm Carolyn Dickinson, and I'm here to tell you that the Life Success Board systems are live. These success boards have massive impact. The system will allow you to be able to envision that anything is possible for every area of your life. It'll give you direction, it'll give you focus, and it'll keep you moving forward. There are 8 success board systems available to you, plus bonuses. So for more information on this amazing system, click the link below. You don't want to miss it. Back to you, Charles.
Yes, and you can find all that on my website. You can just go to my website to get all the links. And I'm going to put all the links of discounts where you can find it at charlesmatthewsjr.com. Go right there to get all the specials and all the discounts right there. All right. So if you have a discount special coming up, you can find it right there. All right. So the last question before I let you go is really detailed. When we're thinking to call you to get an assistant, how do we figure out what do we need that assistant to do? Do we make a column? Do we write it down? Like, what's the best way to get the best assistant from you?
Right. Well, of course, it sometimes happens that, when you are just focusing on one aspect and you don't know what do you exactly need, because when I speak to a lot of people, they have the business running, they have this tentative requirement in mind, but they don't know what to expect. And sometimes when we get this idea and we start the work, a lot of confusions and miscommunications happen because the person is already busy. We need to understand, and that's when we come into the picture. It is very important to have this detailed conversation to understand the client's expectation. We study a little bit about the company, and then we guide them. And that, like, if this person has got a little bit of information about the social media, then we do our own research, and then we guide them that, if you take 1, 2, 3 steps, this is going to benefit you. If it is other industry, if you need a caller who can help you creating the reports, or your email management, or calling, getting you to speak with a lot of people over the call. We understand that you're busy, but then also she's managing your calendar. So these are the little bit guidance that the experienced person will give over the call, and then you get a little bit of understanding. Okay, this is my priority, and probably I can delegate this responsibility to the VA. So that really helps.
Okay, and then here's the last question. I have to ask, because people are gonna be like, Chuck, you never asked, but I'm going to ask right now. What's the price range? What's the rate? On your website, it says anywhere between 5 up to 22 or whatever. So how do you determine the range?
Well, the maximum it is going other requirements based on the website. If it is a website development, or if it is something more technical, like creating a software or something, then the range is going over there. But if it is a normal hiring a VA, that would range between $7 to $8 an hour till $10. Also depend upon a experience of the person. If you're looking for a 4 to 5 years experience of person, or if you're looking for a mediocre. So that's why we give you various options. We share their profiles, you take the interview, and then we talk about the prices. So yeah, to answer your question, it really depends upon this is the price range, and yeah, we also give some kind of discounts, which obviously happens over the call.
Right. There you go. See, hopefully I asked every question that you need to hear to work it out for yourself. Don't be hesitant. Find out, your company's growing. You need to grow. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being such a great guest, and let us know a little bit more about your company. It's been a great pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. Be safe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Has come to an end, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged to obtain professional legal and medical services.